Did you know that you can drink pop and eat pizza while losing weight? And then we're gonna put the rest of the cheese right on top. Now, as you can see, this pizza is loaded. Today's recipe is anabolic protein pizza. So that's why I spent a lot of the last year in Latin America. This pizza has 50 grams of protein right around there and less than 600 calories. If you stay and watch until the end of the video, you're gonna know every single ingredient that I used, exactly how to make it as tasty as it is, and how you can make your own and then vary the macros based on your own daily needs. That bite was very hot. All right, now if you ask me, that's pretty exciting. I cannot wait to eat this. What's good, y'all? Hello and welcome to another video. So like I said, today we're going to be making anabolic protein pizza. The reason behind that is because I recently posted a short, it's called Shorts actually on YouTube. So asking for 100 comments. So this is for you guys that commented. Anyway, what we're going to do is go right into it. I'm going to show you how to make a really, really high protein version of this. I just came back from the grocery store and there I got this low fat mozzarella cheddar blend. So it's actually pretty cool because typically I only have low-fat mozzarella, and I do like the marble way better than just regular mozzarella on pizza. So what we're also going to be doing, adding half of one of these chicken breasts to the pizza. So I weighed it out, it's 70 grams, and we have that cooking in the air fryer as one of the first steps because obviously it's got to be cooked before you put it on the pizza. Throwing it on frozen and then putting the pizza in might not be a great idea. Oh, as we speak, there it is. The air fryer is warmed up. I've already got the food in there. Another thing I'm going to be doing, this is to increase food volume because I am on a cut right now. I'm losing body fat. I feel like I'm looking a little bit lean, so it's a great feeling when you look at yourself and see that, right? So I'm going to also add these 3-pepper blend to it. So one of the reasons why I'm adding this is when you're eating more vegetables, you're going to feel more satiated, feel more full, and feel less hungry. I'm only going to make one pizza. I got about 900 calories left for the day. I think this is going to get pretty close to it. I think we're going to get like 500-600, but I will definitely let you guys know by the end of the video exactly how many calories were in there. I figured I'd let you guys know that while I was at Walmart, I also got this. Diet caffeine-free Coke. I was actually looking for the Coke Zero version because I do love the Coke Zero caffeine-free a lot more, but they didn't have it. They just had the Coke Zero on its own. And the reason I want to get caffeine-free was because I've actually been able to increase my caffeine sensitivity by doing a couple caffeine detoxes and also reducing my overall caffeine intake. And what I noticed is that when I drink Coke Zero, I can like get wired all night, right? Like it can keep me up all night unintentionally. So right now I'm going through a bit of a detox with everything. I'm not smoking any, right? And I'm also not drinking. I quit that a few weeks ago. That's how I was able to lose these 15 pounds. Well, that's not entirely true. I've been dieting and training consistently for these few weeks as well. So through the miracle of that, I've been able to drop down 15 pounds. I want to get myself around 180. I'm like 184 right now. So another week or so, I think, should do it. I do lose weight fairly quickly and easily just because I have a really, really fast metabolism. I mean, I said easily, but that's not really what I meant. But it can happen quicker for me than some people. And the reason behind that is my fast metabolism. So although I'm cutting right now, I am on MyFitnessPal, right? So at the top, I'm on 3,400 calories. I'll go to my goals right now. 365 carbs, 215 protein, 120 fat. That's what I'm doing as a daily target. Now, I put the fat at 120 because I personally have a hard time staying, super low on fat, like below 85 or whatever, especially with a calorie goal like 3,400 calories. So what happened is I was on about 85 fat for a long time, and that screwed up my diet adherence a little bit and also really messed with me mentally because every single day I would go over it, and it doesn't matter if I'm over by 2 grams. I take that kind of personally, and I look at that as a sort of a failure for myself. So rather than continuing to feel like a failure due to those, circumstances, what I decided to do was change the approach, increase the fat, and now what I do is I worry about hitting the protein goal. I go over on that, right? And then I make sure I go under the fat goal, or if I do get close to it, or maybe sometimes I do go a little bit over, I don't even notice it now, and I don't even care because it's not affecting me because I don't feel like I'm failing consistently every single day, right? So that's one key thing to do. Set yourself up with things that you can win at. Execute on them consistently. They can be little things too, like getting all your water in for the day. hitting all of your planned meals. So I've done that this week as well, basically, and last week. I've been doing it pretty consistently, right? But this week, what I've done is for the 5 days that have passed so far, because it is Friday that I'm filming this, I had a breakfast, which was the same every single day, protein shake, oatmeal, a little bit of sugar, some fruits, peanut butter, depending on what day, how I feel, I kind of switch it up, right? So that oatmeal breakfast, like oatmeal protein shake breakfast, pretty consistent every single day. And then after that, typically what I do is go train. And then after that, I come back, have my pre-workout or post-workout meal. So to this week, that was beef, rice, and vegetables. And then I had another meal as well, which was lentil pasta and fish. And then I had some more free calories throughout the day, which is not necessarily like free, but you know, you have to hit certain macros. You don't want to have it, you know what I mean, go over your calorie count. You want to make sure you're not missing protein on those snack calories as well. But I would basically have a little fun with it and do something like I'm doing right now. So I'm going to show you guys gram for gram all the ingredients that I'm using, and I'm going to put it all in the MyFitnessPal. I'm going to show you what that looks like as well. Alright, so the first thing that I'll be using, and this is for the crust, is this garlic naan that they have available at Costco. Now, I like it because it is 330 calories and has just 10 grams of fat, whereas some have a little bit more. Some are considerably higher in calories, right? It also has 8 grams of protein, and then the rest is going to be 51 carbs. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use this cool barcode scanning feature on the MyFitnessPal app. Screen recording here, and I'll pop it up right here so that you can see actually how to do this, right? All you do is go into your Add Food tab, you hit that Scan Barcode button, and then you're going to basically just scan the barcode of the package that you're using, right? So light shredded mozzarella cheddar, and I'm going to use probably 3 servings here, 240 calories, and that's going to be 90 grams of cheese, right? I make these pizzas pretty frequently, so I'm pretty familiar with how much cheese I like on them, and 90 grams is really good, for me anyway, right? But you could use 1 serving, you could use two servings. You can adjust this meal based on your own personal caloric needs. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to also barcode scan this pizza sauce that I have. So this is what we're using for pizza sauce. And I don't take it too seriously with this. Sometimes I don't even add it. When I'm on a cut though, it does matter, so I am definitely going to add it. I'm also going to count these vegetables, and then sometimes on a cut I don't personally count vegetables because I know my body, right? So, you know, until you have tracked long enough to know your body, know how you respond, and what works well for you, I would not recommend winging anything or guessing anything. Tracking is the best way to figure out what's going to work for you. Now it says half a cup is 20 calories. 85 grams is also 20 calories, so there, I'm going to go with that measurement. Then I'm going to add the chicken in because I have this in from previously. So 70 grams of Sunrise Farms chicken breast, that's 63 calories and 14 grams of protein. Okay, so with all these ingredients, okay, we have 698 calories, we have 66 carbs, 26.3 fat, and 48 protein. Okay, so if you think about it, the average person needs probably about 2,000 calories, okay? So if you were to have this meal 3 times a day, that's 3 pizzas per day, okay? That would put you close to 2,100 calories and would also give you 150 grams of protein, which is actually great macros for most people, the average person. Now, there's no way to tell exactly what your macro and calorie needs are other than like tracking and figuring it out that way. Okay, protein typically 1 gram a pound or 1 gram per pound of body weight usually works. There are variances. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I have a video on the channel. It's how to do your own macros. So I will put a link in here. Right? I don't know where that's popping up because I haven't done this before, but I'm going to do my best to make sure it's popped up right now so you can click on it if you want, and at the very least, it's in the channel. It's under the meal prep playlist. So I have a whole playlist full of meal preps. There's other ideas on there as well. They taste really good and they're super macro friendly, even more so than this potentially. Okay? I hope you guys enjoy it. Whew, that air fryer chicken is getting nice and crispy. Okay? That's one good thing about the air fryer. The chicken in it gets crispy on the outside and stays juicy in the inside. I've been cooking chicken in the air fryer since I got back to Canada from Latin America, and I absolutely love it. Okay? So one thing I'm going to do as well is with these vegetables, I'm actually going to throw them in the air fryer, hopefully dry them out a little bit because they are frozen. Last time I made this, it did make it like a little bit, it threw the consistency, the texture off a little bit. Alright, so we got everything weighed out. We're heating up the frozen vegetables just a little bit. We got the sauce on the pizza. We got the cheese ready to go. We're just waiting for that to finish. What I'm realizing is that I forgot to turn the oven on. So what I'll do right now is turn that on. What I like to do for the pizza is turn this on bake to about 410 degrees, and then I let it fully heat up. Once the oven's fully heated up, I'm gonna throw the pizza in it on top of this, okay? Now, totally personal preference. You can throw it right on the rack if you want. I like to use this tray. I'm not too sure why, right? Just easier for me. Now, side note, I've tried throwing this pizza in the air fryer, and that's really good for crisping the cheese, browning the cheese. However, the crust was left really, really soft. And if you do like soft crust, it might be better for you to try the air fryer. However, I like the crust to be, you know what I mean, a little bit crunchy, a little bit crispy, right? So that's what I'm gonna go for today. And I'll let you guys know how that turns out, because obviously, I'm gonna show you how it looks like. What I'm gonna do is just throw this in actually with the chicken, because I don't think anything will be affected by this. And then they'll have a nice chance to dry out a little bit. We'll get rid of some of that moisture, and they should be just a smidge crispy. Okay, now this is something that you don't want to go over in weight on. So I'm gonna throw this on this scale as gingerly as possible. That was too much. Close enough, okay? So when you're cutting, it's always better to go slightly under. Then what I like to do for the pizza sauce is just squeeze a little bit on. So it says that a 1/4 cup, right, is our serving size, which I logged in there, but I'm gonna use less than a 1/4 cup, because a 1/4 cup would be 4 tablespoons. So that's probably about 3 tablespoons. Really hard to guess if you don't measure. Again, it's always better to go under rather than over if you're cutting, and I do recommend measuring this stuff out properly the first few times you do it. But what we do is we just use a spoon to spread that sauce around, just like a pro, even though I'm not a professional chef. But, I mean, I guess maybe I could. If you would hire me to be your chef, tell me in the comments. Okay, we'll check on these vegetables. Seems decent to me. Pull this out, start cutting it up. As you can see, I'm using my phone to put the food edits together and my standing camera on the tripod so that you can catch my voice. All right, so that's what the chicken looks like after the air fryer. That's what the peppers look like. All gravy to me. I'm gonna chop this up, which I'm not gonna be able to record because I only have 2 hands, although this one is tatted very nicely. But I'm gonna do one more thing to this too, actually. So what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of Cajun spice. Now, I took this Cajun spice from Five Guys when I went there the other day for a burger and brought it home. Aside from that, typically what I'll be using is Tex-Mex and a little bit of cayenne pepper, right? However, this Cajun spice is a pretty unique thing and I enjoy it quite a lot, right? So what I'll do is I'll toss a tiny bit of cheese on here first, right? Kind of have this spread around a little bit. And then I'm gonna prepare these things and throw them on. All right, so there we have it. That's what I cut it up into, just smaller pieces. And then what I'm gonna do first is just take a little bit of pinch of this, throw her around, right? Another pinch, throw her around, okay? Then I'm also gonna take a little bit, I'm gonna season the vegetables with it just slightly, right? I'm gonna season the chicken with it just lightly, right? I'm gonna season the cheese with it just lightly, right? Gosh, I sure say right a lot, eh? I got a lot of these little habits, right? And then all we start doing is throwing these ingredients together on the pizza, all right? Now, I don't really know what I'm gonna say, but it is looking really nice to me so far. There we go, multitasking away. I like to use this guy to spread her around. Okay, and then we're gonna put the rest of the cheese right on top. Now, as you can see, this pizza is loaded, and that is just the way I like my pizzas. That is part of the reason why I like to have the vegetables on there as well, so it appears to be a thicker, fuller pizza, right? And I mean, it does make it a thicker, fuller pizza. So, hey, there we go. Last but not least, what we're gonna do is sprinkle just a little more Cajun on top, because your boy is a literal nut for this stuff. I absolutely love it. Whenever I go to Five Guys, I say, listen, if I'm not sweating while eating fries, then there's not enough Cajun, right? So there we go. All right, so oven beeped. Then what we're gonna do really quickly so we don't forget is set the timer. And if you remember, I said 9 minutes. It's 9 to 11 I find the ideal range is. Okay, then I also have this Island bar that I'm gonna use as a snack either, because it has 210 calories per, well, this is a messed up thing. Check this out. There, 210 calories per 2 bars. So I was like, oh, great, that must be a package, right? However, inside of the package, right, there are 3 bars. So I'll be eating 2 of these after the pizza, just because I find that if you have something sweet after having a really full, a really filling high protein meal, it just totally reduces cravings. Then on top of that, I'm gonna have a glass of this Diet Coke while I'm waiting. Throw a little bit of ice, because when you get it at Walmart, it's on the rack and it comes not cold, which is the least favorite kind of pop for me to drink, one that's not cold. While I'm waiting for this, I'm going to resume a YouTube video that I've been watching. It's Ray Dalio. I guess he has made another book about the coming change in world order, whatever that is, right? But yeah, I don't really, this channel's more fitnessy, so we won't get into like finances and investing and things like that. I mean, unless you think I should, in which case, please do let me know, right? Because that is kind of another thing that I do, real estate and investing. So, man of many hats, as they say. I don't know why there's so much fizz. Yeah, it tastes like Diet Coke. I don't like Diet Coke taste, by the way. I like Coke Zero, and that's why when I saw Coke Zero caffeine free, I was totally elated. But I guess that shit sells out because it was gone, and there was a whole skid 2 weeks ago when I was there. So, live and learn. You're gonna see whether or not it tastes good. We know it's going to. It's pizza. Well, actually, I guess there's some people who might not be able to make pizza. So, I mean, no offense to you guys. Please don't you know what I mean? Don't take it personally or whatever if you can't. But if you can't, please do pay attention to the steps in this video, and you'll be able to make an amazing pizza. Okay, see what we got. All right, and now, sometimes the low-fat cheese doesn't melt too good, so what I'm gonna do here, just to finish her off, because it looks pretty good, I'm gonna turn this timer off, I'm gonna turn that off, I'm gonna turn broil on high, I'm gonna set it for 2 minutes, okay? All right, and we're just gonna kill this a little bit early. Boom. All right, now if you ask me, that's pretty exciting. I cannot wait to eat this. So, yeah. What was I saying? Love food. Yeah, join me in the living room. Oh, let me transition. And we're in the living room. Perfect. See my world map on the wall, which I got to remind me that that's what I want to do, travel everywhere. So that's why I spent a lot of the last year in Latin America, and that's why I'm getting out of this country again pretty soon, right? So we got the pizza here. Now we're gonna enjoy the pizza. So as you can see, it's not burnt, right? It is crispy though, so wow. I love this. My favorite thing to do while I'm dieting, because like it's a fun meal, right? You can have some friends over, you can all make pizzas together, etc., etc. That bite was very hot. All right, so a few bites of pizza. Verdict is, it's a great meal. That's why I make it all the time. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, then let me know by dropping a comment. I appreciate the comments so much, and I love you guys so much for supporting the channel. It means the world to me, right? What I want to do is bring more information to you that'll be useful in the real world and help it be easier for you to be healthy and live the lifestyle that you enjoy as well at the same time, right? Plus, don't forget, if there's anything else you want to see, especially fitness content, I'm not doing a lot of travel content right now just because I'm sitting in Canada, but I mean, actually, if you do want to see travel content in Canada, let me know. I'm right by Edmonton, Alberta, so there's mountains close by. There's a ton of stuff I could show you guys. If I see anyone's interested in it, I might give it a try for you guys, right? But I really want to focus on fitness stuff, so anything like workouts, nutritions, educational content you want to see would definitely really help me out to have an idea what everyone watching the channel is interested in. And I appreciate you guys so much for being here. If you haven't already, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, please. It helps the channel out in a phenomenal way, right? And again, throw that comment down and I'll be sure to respond to them because I like to try to be as active as possible on my channel. Also, make sure you're following me on other social medias, Instagram and TikTok. I release a lot of content as well. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Consider this a bit of a bonus clip if you want, but just want to let you guys know that I actually am eating those chocolate bars. It's frozen. Very frozen. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit. Yeah, man. I just want to tell you all that, you know, it is actually possible to lose body fat, build muscle, achieve a great, you know what I mean, body composition, and be fit and healthy while eating things you enjoy. Chocolate, pizza, whatever. I'm not drinking. You can drink if you want, though. You can do plenty of things, right? You just have to have the right approach, right? Excuse me. So if that's something you're looking to do, if you are looking for the right approach, trying to figure out how to have that lifestyle and also be healthy, make sure you go to the description of this video. I will have a link there, which takes you to an assessment form or whatever that would see if you might, you know what I mean, actually vibe with the program. If you vibe, book a call. Let's check it out, see what we can do to, you know what I mean, talk about your goals and strategize a little bit about how to help you get there. And also, calories, macros for the day, right there. As you can see, I did well.